Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to this random tournament. My name's Yoda Slim. I just hopped in and decided I would be here to help cast this tournament. I believe later on we'll have another caster come in and help me cast. But for now, Snoopy is right now helping me cast. He's doing the streaming, and this is a completely random tournament that just popped up about an hour ago or so in the Alpha X Discord, and they're doing a nice little tournament. It's pretty random and awesome. What we have to have here today in this tournament is you have to play random, and you have to... Oh yeah, so the only rule, I guess, is you have to play random. And you cannot lie about your race to the other opponent, but that is the only rule, I believe. So right now we have a Rodzin versus Reality. We can go into intros if we do that the normal, I guess we always got to do the intros, of course. So in the top left-hand corner, the random purple Protoss is Real Itty, Reality. However he would say it, I feel like the capitalized can make it like 3 different words. Real Lee tie, but it's also Reality. That's the thing about StarCraft with the capitalizations, it changes everything. I almost couldn't cast because of the capitalization error. But anyways, in the bottom right hand corner, it's a orange random Protoss. So this is a PvP randomly, and it is Rodzin. Now so far, identical builds, nothing too crazy yet, but what's going on? Just keeping the probe close by. Interesting scouting times from both of them, not too far apart, but their choices of what to do with the probe from here is interesting. And these tournaments are always fun. There's a prize pool today. I believe it's a $50 prize pool, which is pretty awesome to just be like, hey, we have a tournament in an hour, and there's money to win. So that's really cool to have that in the tournament. That's pretty sweet. And now we can start seeing where they are going from here. And they're both going to go with the double adept. And they will probably finish around this. Oh, actually, here, Reality is going to finish sooner. So they'll probably meet somewhere along the middle of the map, unless they go opposite ways. But yeah, so they're both going same opener so far. And now one is going for air and one's going for the robo.
You must construct additional pylons.
So that is interesting. Let's see where this is at. Oh, okay, yeah. So he's trying to proxy, but he caught it. That was a nice catch. I honestly wasn't even paying attention for a second and almost missed it, even though I scrolled over it not too long ago. And he's still going to try and get it up. He's going to try and queue that up as his adepts come in. They should be able to get there right before it goes down, but ooh, with the Stalker, yeah, that's going down for sure. His bet is probably, yeah, he's going to try and get some scouting off, and he might get caught out right here. He might just, yeah, nah. Well played. That was unfortunate. There's a whole lot of investment gone right there. And he hasn't even canceled the Immortal inside of it. So that is interesting. That does kind of throw off the whole build. I'm not going to say it's game over just yet, but that is a unfortunate start. And now we have the Void Ray coming in to join with the two Stalkers. And now it's two Stalkers and a Void Ray versus the two Stalkers and Adept. And that's not a fight you want to take, because you target down the Stalkers and then there's nothing to take out the Void Rays. He's got to bust himself out, but he went in rods and went in just as soon as he busted himself out to get a really nice scout off, and he will now be able to see everything that's going on. And he's doing quite a good amount of damage here. He got 6 probes down. And the Oracle is going across the map now to do more probe damage. At the same time, warping in very slowly right into the natural base. And he's going to do a double-pronged attack. He is ready, though. Reality does have his Stalkers ready. But that will pull the Stalkers out of place to let the Oracle go in. Oh, man, that Oracle could come in right now and do so much damage. But right now, he's just going for straight probes. These are suicidal units meant to take out some probes. And he did just that. He took out 5. And the worker count is now 26 to 16. He's going to come over with the second Oracle, some Stalkers, and the Void Ray. And he is going to have a menacing army right here as Rodzen is trying to get his economy back up. He will catch, oh, he caught the Oracle out. He'll catch a glimpse of all the army that is coming. He does cancel the third. That is a nice cancel, smart move. And this is a little menacing. It's kind of a concave. It's not that great, and he has Rodzen has air, so he can't see up the ramp, which is a positive. As far as Reality, he is in a tough spot. Rodzen can just keep picking away at his army. And continue. Ooh, and at the same time, he went in the back with both Oracles. That was beautiful. I missed that for a second. And he's going to move back up in the front, destroy that. And this might be a little overstaying his welcome. No, he has plenty. He'll be able to take all this out, especially with the Oracles going back in and take out more. 11 probes down. He could lose his whole army, and he would still be ahead. 26 to 9 workers. That was very well played. It felt like a short-lived game, but it was actually just an action-packed game, I think. That was a really good game. That was interesting to watch, to say the least. So, looking forward to the next round. Actually, let me look at the bracket and rules on my end, because I'll read the rules just so everybody can... Actually, I'm just going to read it all the way off. After I get invited to this game. Alright, let's just do a quick read off of the tournament right here. It is Alpha X tournament, of course. in addition to reward players who, though unfortunately unable to play in the OPL due to actually, let me read this quicker. These have been added to the roster. Some fun chance to get a small token of prize pool. So this is open to all I don't even know if I'm reading the right thing, honestly. This is... Oh, yeah, I don't know. Alright, never mind. I think I'm reading the wrong thing, or I just don't know what I'm reading. Yeah, I thought I could read that, and then as I'm reading, I was like, I have no idea what I'm reading. Maybe I should read it first, and then I can explain it to you guys more thoroughly. But the main point is, there's a $50 prize pool in this tournament, and it was a pop-up tournament, so to speak, out of nowhere. They're just like, hey, we're going to do a tournament right now with money, so that's awesome. I do enjoy these tournaments, even though every player is playing random. It is cool now that the last big tournament of the year went on before BlizzCon, and so now we get to see all the builds that all the pros had thrown out there. Now everyone's kind of figuring out what they like and where the meta is. But let's do some intros. In the top left-hand corner, he's the orange random Zerg. It's Rodzin. Canceling the evolution chamber. Not evolution chamber, the gas geyser. Whatever that thing's called, I forget. I blank on stuff all the time. But in the bottom right-hand corner, it is Reality, the purple Terran. And purple is one of the coolest. Purple and red, I think, are the coolest colors to play as. Again, with the cheekiness going for the proxy. He's gonna put down 2 barracks, so this isn't ridiculously crazy. Something he could possibly come back from. And he's not gonna scout it. He's not sending an overlord in that direction at all, so it will not be scouted. I'm wondering if he will be able to defend against this. We did see some good defense against this. All over the tournaments that, if anyone was watching, all the tournaments right now, I think it's pretty standard on how to defend against a rush like this, and that Overlord is not going to see it. Yep, Overlord was not able to scout it out. But now he should be able to see that and know that something is up. And he's going to go scout, and yeah, now is the game. How many drones will he pull? Uh-oh. He's letting the hatchery finish. The bunker's going to finish. The second bunker's going down. No units have been pulled yet. No Roach Warren going down. He should know about this. And now he does know about this. And this is a rough position to be in. Once that second bunker goes down, it's pretty rough because they just retreat into the second one. And this hatchery will fall slowly as the second bunker begins to get filled up. And at that point, it's really hard to recover. We got 1 queen out of there. He's going to bring the spine crawler and all the lings he can. And it is just raining bullets. And he's putting the queen in the back to save it. The Marines are doing damage. The repairs are doing some work. And this one bunker is not looking like it'll be able to fall at all. And even if that one does fall, there's 4 Marines in it and a bunker right behind it with 4 more Marines in it. I'm not sure if Reality will be able to hold here. It's not looking too hot. Now, if you can take out this second base, it would be what would be the win condition for him. I believe it would help him win. But if he doesn't take out that base, then Reality still has a chance. Or Rodzin still has a chance. But it will go down. He did barely keep the Spore Crawler alive, or Spine Crawler alive. That's cool. And Yeah, this is a rough position. He's gonna morph in some banelings here. And now the barracks are going to go home. Reality, I think, got done. Ooh, nice target fire on the Baneling. Oh, one Baneling. Not the best connection. Got a Marine or two. And these Lings are going to come out here and clean this up. He should salvage that. And he will. Base will go back down. But at this point, it is 22 workers to 17. I'm not sure how good that is for you if you are the Zerg player. Let's see how this goes. Are these Banelings going to connect? They can't get out. Oh! All the Banelings connect. Well, a good majority of the Banelings connect, but they did not kill the entire army. And 2 more, 3 more. That was not the most efficient use of the Banelings, but he did clean up the entire army. And he does know those 2 barracks have to float home slowly. So he knows there are not a whole bunch of Marines on the map right now or at home. Let's see what his response is here. If he tries to do a Baneling bust, he's going to run up the wall. See that it is a Hellion, and he's actually not in a terrible position. He's not dead. He's doing his 3rd expansion, so it looks like he will probably go into some heavy droning here, knowing that there's no second from the turn, even though there is a second base. It's just not down yet. He's doing a scan in the main base of the Zerg, so he can see how many workers there are, and he's on no gas, which lets him know this guy's probably droning up or going heavy Ling, which I wouldn't see him just amassing Lings right now. So he's going to go ahead and try and secure his natural. Now that the Liberator's out, his production is looking good. Reality is looking like he has a pretty good position here. Ooh, and send the Liberator across the map as well as the barracks out for scouting. And he's going to go for the multi-prong harass again. And this is looking like it's going to be a pretty big push, but with that many queens, I think he should be able to hold it. The real question is what the Liberator would do at the same time. Lings are running into the base. Good catch on the Liberator. Nothing went down at all. Just a little bit of lost mining time. He's bringing the other 3 queens back. And I don't know what happened to the Hellions. I don't know where they went. I lost. Oh, there they are. But, yeah, so he's not going to go for any heavy aggressive attack right now. The Liberator does get taken out. And after that Liberator went down, it's kind of not much more to vision for him, and not much more harass, multi-prong harass. Right now he's going to try and just defend and macro up, I guess. He is going for tanks right now, and a whole lot of Hellions. As we see the Roach Warren going down. And it looks like he's about to push out right here. Setting up some tanks for defense, as well as a Ling run by going down the side of the map. It looks like they will... What's he going to do? Is he going to bring his Lings back? He's going for the run by. He is greeted by the tanks and some Hellions. And ooh, he does get 1 tank. That is a good pick off. Meanwhile, the Hellions are making their way to their death, possibly. See if they can get some drones. Oh, they're morphing into Hellbats, and here they go. They're destroying. They're getting taken out. That is a lot of queens. The Lings are coming in to try and buffer. They're getting behind them a little bit, so they're focused on the queens while the Lings hit them back, which is a kind of really nice idea there, or even if it was on purpose or accidental. He does manage to clean it all up. All the Hellbats went down, and that was a good chunk of army for Reality, so... So this is pretty interesting. I think Rodzin was able to pull himself back in this game, and now he's up workers. He is getting his roach speed. He does have the... Oops, my mic. My bad. He does have the layer already. He is now securing his gases. on his 2 bases, main and natural, and he's gonna. What's he gonna do from here? I don't want to try and predict it. He's evolution chamber. Did you just put that down? Yeah, he did. So maybe he's gonna get some upgraded roaches and go for a big push here, as he secures his fort. Okay, so he's gonna go with some Ravagers. That is always a good choice. No one's ever said, man, I shouldn't have made those Ravagers. I shouldn't have morphed those roaches into Ravagers. Unless you get Zealot all in or something. But so far, he is saturating every base. He's going to take every gas, which indicates he is at a healthy worker count, and he is ready to attack. Once you saturate 3 bases, or you can pretty much go ahead and do whatever you want from there. The world is your oyster. You can continue to, until you even get up to like 80 drones or whatever your desired number is. But at the same time, before the Terran, he is already securing 3rd base, saturated fully. Coming down with the Hellions, he does not want to go into that. These tanks are not sieged up, so they can be taken down. The Hellbats, ooh, good corrosive bile on the Hellbats. So he's just gonna poke in there, and it looks like he's going to just sit back for a little bit and wait for these 10 roaches to come that he just queued up, as well as attack speed 1. And ooh, we see a battle cruiser coming up at the 10-minute mark. That's not super crazy. It's a little late in the game, but battle cruisers are always fun to watch. Now securing his 5th base. That is Rodzen. Goes in for a push here, and he is able to take 1 tank out, 2 tanks, and almost the Liberator, but he did not get any more corrosive biles off. And those roaches looked like they were about to suicide. No, roaches, don't do it! The swarm. And so they do go in, they're moving up, they are able to get the tanks, and they will be able to clean up the Hellbats. And nice corrosive bile on the Liberator, and here comes the battle cruiser. Oh no, he's not paying attention, and it gets corrosive biled heavily. Oh, it's getting healed up. This is going to damage. Yeah, workers are going to go down. 10 workers going down. Hellbats are moving in to try and stop this push. And he will be able to take out the Hellbats. And I think even if he loses this entire army, no, he won't lose his entire army. He's going to keep pushing forward. He does put down the Spire. So he will be able to get his air eventually now that he's... Oh, and he's walking right into a big attack. Oh, that was a little bit of a misclick. Or maybe he wasn't watching the screen, but he walked directly in a tank fire, and they kind of just destroyed his whole army. At the same time, 26 SEVs have gone down. And that puts Reality very low in economy. But he does have a lot of mules, so I'm pretty sure he can just throw his mules down and come back in economy. But I don't know. He's trying to go for a run-by, which will get surrounded. He did manage to kill 11 drones, so that is useful. He's not super far behind, but he is still pretty far behind. The worker count, as you can see, is 69 to 72, which isn't bad. I mean, as a Zerg player, you would like to be way ahead, and he was until that last little run by. So, yeah, it's kind of a left hook and a right hook. They're going jab for jab here. This has been a very interesting map. Oh, my God. Somebody help that, that Ravager. He's like, what the heck was that, man? And they're going in for a big attack here. And he has enough corrosive biles to take out this base. It will not be healed. And it will go down. And the Ravagers are going to back up. Maybe try and corrosive bile. Ooh, the battle cruiser. Where did it go? And it went into the 3rd base. Or 4th. Whichever one that is. And there's only 1 queen there. No spore crawler. No static defense. Man, speaking of static defense, these tanks are ridiculous for Reality. There's no breaking into there. And that 1 battle cruiser on the other side is taking out a whole lot as the Corruptor, first Corruptor comes out, revealing that there is in fact Corruptors. And Rodzen is going up to the Hive right now, so we'll be able to get Brewlords out here in a little bit. Infestors might be coming along the way soon, but as of now, he is making 18 roaches, which is a large amount because he does need to break through that tank wall as well as defend against all these Hellion run-bys that are about to happen. Oh yeah, Morven into Hellbats, but getting the Queens is good, but he was definitely just going to lose all that for next to nothing. And Rodson is catching his base off guard. Killed the SCV. He did get the cancel though, which is good. And he can just come in here and Corrosive Bile is down because there's no air, nothing that can shoot up. All he has is ground army. And he's probably going to have to... I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say he's going to have to GG out, but man, this is a tough position. 39 workers to 80 workers. You see that there's anti-air. You see that there's heavy ground. Well, I guess it's not a super huge commitment to air. He doesn't know how much Corruptors are out, even though 6 more are on the way. And this is where it gets interesting. Well, I'm lying. It's been interesting the whole game. Looking at the supply, really low for Reality, and Rodson is just going to go ahead and do a big push. Drop the Corrosive Biles down, back up, toss away some army here and there because he's just so filthy stinking rich. I like to see him just throwing a bunch of links for no reason. 80 workers is a thriving economy. He has a whole economy going on back at home with Wall just doing these poke and drop back, taking out a tank every time. Now he can replace his roaches and corruptors as to where Reality really can't replace those tanks too fast. He is getting Yamato. He's coming up with 2 Cyclones. So I'm not sure what he's going for here. Maybe he's trying to switch into some Cyclones. Maybe he's just throwing them in for some extra defense as he does secure his base in the bottom left-handish corner. And it looks like it'll immediately be spotted out. I'm not too sure if he saw it or not. But even with this one base, I don't think it will be quite enough. And the Broodlords are here. And that's, yeah, game. As I said, that's where it gets kind of hard. Once you see that many Broodlords with really no anti-air, it's a tough one to win. So, GG to those players. That was really awesome. Rodson taking that game. Was not a bad first match. Alright. Now while they're doing that, I'm going to look at the bracket, see where it's at right now. Get an update going. I should honestly have the the stream up so I can read the comments. Forgot about that. Like, I feel like there's something missing. I mean, if no one's even commenting, then I guess it doesn't matter. But nonetheless, I like to be in there and try and talk to whoever's in there. You know, that's the whole fun of it. You guys can interact and watch these awesome games. Oh man, being invited to the game. Cool. Alright, so as I try and pull up the stream, as well as look at the next game we will be going into. But yeah, again, this is a random tournament by Alpha X, and random is awesome is what they titled it. $50 tournament where all the players have to play random. Prize distribution is 25 first place, 15 second, 10 third. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. There is a losers bracket going on as well. So let's see. All right, let me try. Alright, as I pull up the stream, y'all can tell me if y'all do look at the bracket and tell me who y'all want to cast. I will try and get those on. I will definitely go ahead and try and see what we can do for you guys. Just let me know who y'all want to see. And we're working it right now. Snoopy, is helping diligently, and he's awesome. He is the cameraman for today, the streamer for a while today. And it's looking like a good one. Okay, yeah, cool. This is awesome. Now I can see what Snoopy was doing. He put up the bracket on the feed, so you guys can see the bracket. Y'all saw the bracket. Let me know if any of those players look awesome that y'all want us to cast. We will go ahead and try to cast as many games as possible here today. And let's look at it. So who's up right now? War Buffle. Did he not show? Reality, as we saw, is was defeated by Rodzin. Chlorine defeated Sir Pagel. If I butcher your names, I'm sorry. You can yell at me for it later. Rodzin is going up against Chlorine now. That would be a good one to watch. But we did just see Rodzin, so I don't know if we want to follow him the entire time. Get some other people some chances. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and see what game we can get going next. And as well, to see what else we got to talk about today. I think who's going to join me later? Captain Canuck is going to join me later on today in streaming, I believe. Nice, yeah, so that should be fun. Get another caster in here halfway through the stream. And we are still looking for somebody to cast. Yeah, so this tournament was completely random. So I'm randomly casting a random tournament, and all the players have to play as random. Random AF. So this is completely random. All right, now I'm in the chat, so now I can see what everyone's saying. So this is awesome. What up, Sushi? Thank you for inviting me to cast this. And we are right now currently waiting for another series to start so we can add to the more randomness of this random tournament. And Reality's in the chat. Appreciate you for playing, Reality. And he said, I killed that I didn't know what to do. He killed the natural and didn't know what to do. Yeah, Sushi was suggesting he should have gone straight into battle cruisers, and yeah, that would have been tight. Straight into battle cruisers right after that, and just start pumping battle cruisers out. If you had like a good 3 or 4 battle cruisers out, we'll start doing some work. But unfortunately, he didn't make it and was not able to pull it off. But that was an awesome game to watch. I had fun. That was a well-fought game coming out. Actually, the whole series was fun to watch and cast. A great first series. So appreciate you guys for playing. Appreciate everybody who's watching. And thanks for sticking around. We're getting ready for the next game. And if you're just joining us, don't forget to follow us, like the little heart thing where you can follow us. Yeah, you should do that. That would be much appreciated. As well as take a look at, sponsors and whatnot on the bottom. Yeah, and don't forget to let us know any games you want to watch, because I'm looking at the bracket right now, and I mean, obviously, there's not a lot of games that can go on. Did Vindicta not show up? I want to cast that. But so far, the losers bracket is looking like it's barely getting underway, or it will get underway eventually. But right now, I guess... Oh, okay, I guess we probably have to go to EU for that game. Let me see how we'll get this game. Yeah, it's it was such a random tournament. There's not a super high amount of signups, though, I can't just hop into one of the 20 games. Now that I'm looking back at it, I want to see War Buffalo play. War Buffalo, I'm not sure what happened with that. I don't know, guys. We'll have to wait for a game then. This is fun casting. That first series was awesome. Read the chat. This game, main race, question mark. 6K. 6K toss. I thought he was Zerg. Hello, Miguel. Yeah, what up to everybody in the chat? I'm glad y'all are here and conversing. And Sushi's awesome. Thank you for letting me cast these things. Man, I don't, that first game, both games had the kind of cheeky moves going on. Just waiting to see who's going to pop up. But until then, oh, okay. So I think War Buffalo's still in a game. Yeah, so maybe we'll wait for War Buffalo to continue on to the next round. Oh, so that's really where we're at right now. Either we have to wait for War Buffalo to continue on to the next round against Uzikoti. I've actually casted both of those players, and they're both awesome. Or we could go over to EU for Rodson versus Chlorine, which we probably should have done, but I think they already started. Well, I guess it depends on who wins, but I'm not familiar with the other players, so I'm rooting for War Buffalo. Not really. Anybody who wins is cool. Neo, I'm sure he's a great. Nice. All right, so I think where we're at right now, as I'm speaking with the streamer, Mr. Snoopy, we are currently going to probably jump into the War Buffalo game. I think it's 1-1 War Buffalo versus Neo. And there we go. I got the invite, so I think, yep, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. I guess this is the ace match. These are all best of threes, I believe, if I am correct. All right. Oh, my bad. So, yeah. All right, cool. It is currently 1-1. Let me confirm with the players. So I'm just making sure, checking all chats, making sure everything's good. Shout out to everybody still here, hanging out. We are now going to start here in a second. We're just checking the maps, we're getting the game set up. And I am getting ready to cast because this is going to be awesome. I mean, I can't promise it's going to be awesome, but if we're watching StarCraft, how could it not be awesome? I think we're going on to Disco. I love Disco. Casting and watching games, I hate playing on it. Disco's an unforgiving map. We're just waiting on Neo. Alright, yeah. Figuring out the map situation. And as they do that, check the chat. What more StarCraft? Like best of 9 show matches between pro matches like Sue, TY, Zest, and Laser, Special, etc. Support our Alpha Pro Series, Premier and Elite tier show matches via Patreon. Patreon.com Alpha X StarCraft 2. They're trying to figure out the maps. Did I miss some messages? Oh, Sushi hopped in. I didn't even know Sushi was here. I thought I was talking to Snoopy the whole time. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop into this game. I believe it is 1-1. Oops. I got to go back to the chat. My bad. Forget to tell everyone I'm ready. Oh, man. I think they started the game wrong. Yeah, they both started as Protoss, and it's supposed to be random, so they'll probably have to remake the game again. But I promise you, we are finally here. We are finally about to get into a game soon. He's like, good luck, have fun. Yeah, I guess they forgot that it is random. Hopefully they've been playing random. All right. My bad, guys. I'm reading the chat. I don't know if y'all can read that, but I'm just reading it, trying to figure out what's going on. I guess maybe they misunderstood the rule or something, but we will see. It's like, what do I call him? Oh, Uzi Kotti. I was just going to call him Uzi, but I don't know if we're going to cast. I'm sure we'll cast that one next. That would be a good one to cast. And now we are finally here to the game. Now, for anybody who is confused, the tournament this is a completely random tournament where you have to play as random, and you win a random amount of money, which is not random at all. It's actually $50 prize pool breaking down between the top three. Let's get into the intros. We'll start in the top left-hand corner. It is the blue Protoss for this match, and his name is Warbuffle. And in the bottom right-hand corner, he is a Zerg, and he is teal, or whatever color you would like to call that. He is Warbuffle. Oh man, did I say Warbuffle for the last one too? The last guy was Neo. I must have misread that, or maybe I'm tripping. Either way, my bad. It's been a long day for me. I was running around all day working on some stuff. I got home and I was like, man, I got some time to chill, and I'm gonna be free in the next 2 weeks. So I was like, let me message the Alpha X guys and let them know that I'll be free to cast the next 2 weeks. And as I'm typing, it says that Sushi was typing me, and I was like, what? How is Sushi typing me? Why is Sushi typing me? He's like, hey man, you want to cast right now? And I was like, wow. Perfect timing. I am down to cast. I'm a little bit out of it, but hey man, we're here. We're watching the games. We got a caster. So, Warbuffle versus Neo. Neo is the Protoss. Warbuffle is the Zerg. These are random races, so they did not know they're signing up for it. I think it's pretty. I think this is Neo's regular race. Spam this board to help out war. That's funny. I like that one. Spam this board to help out war. Don't spam that board. I don't want 50 feral hogs in my yard. 50 to 60 feral hogs. All right, so now getting into the game. Nothing crazy in the first few minutes, as usual. Well, not as usual. Actually, last series was very eventful from the beginning with all the rushes. Right here, nothing too crazy. He is War Buffalo's getting his union mandated second hatch. 2 queens. And third base? Yeah, there you go. Third base goes down. To let you know he's not doing anything too crazy, too cheeky. He's just going to play it straight and narrow. At least for the first few minutes. The single adept is going across the map to do a little bit of scouting. Being random races throws it off because every game I'm introducing same player, different race. Here comes a scout. Was kind of an early scout, so I don't know how much vision he will be able to get off. And I don't think he was able to see much. And now in the back, Baneling Nest is going down, but Neo has been making this Stargate, so that Stargate does come out, and he will be able to get the early air units out, get the Phoenix, start pushing back the Overlords, which are out and about on the map. Get rid of some of that vision, maybe open up a little port for some oracles to come through. And he is coming out with the oracle, so it looks like it might be the double oracle Phoenix opening. And put a shield battery down. Adepts will easily ward this off. It is only a handful of lings. But behind that, another handful, 2 handfuls of lings are coming. They just immediately go back once they saw that. He did lose the Overlord due to the Phoenix. And supply blocked him, unfortunately. And so he's coming up with the Phoenix right now. And what do we have right now? He's going in for a scout. Sees a Baneling Nest, the lair. Is he going to see that Nidus Worm? I do not believe he got the scout on the Nidus Worm. Now the 2 oracles are out along with the Phoenix. So now he can start doing some pressure as he tries to move these Overlords out the way. Or maybe he's just getting a supply block. Either way, it's always good to move the Overlords around. Clear up some space for you to zip in unnoticed and get those extra 2 to 3 drone kills with the Oracle. He's coming up with another Oracle, so that will put him at 3 Oracles. Oh, look at those oracles. Those look awesome. Those oracle skins are great. I forgot which map or which skin that is, the name of it, but those are great. And so now he's gonna go ahead and go in, and he queen with those, and as well as that. I mean, he could take out the the Spore Crawler, but it's kind of unnecessary. I guess he'll do it anyways. I would rather save the energy and maybe go into the natural. I mean, with that many oracles, you could pick off a few drones before anything goes down. He's going to try and pick off the entire base with these oracles, and he will get it super low on health. Maybe just to cause some injects or... Oh, actually, can he get it? No, he should run out of energy. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? Oh, the heal. And at the same time, the Nidus goes down. Is he gonna? I want to that base. I want to see him get the base. I want to see him get the base. It's on 19. He ran out of energy with it having 20 health. But anyways, the Nidus goes down, recalling all his units. Nice little wall around his Immortal there, and Zealots will be able to clean this up. That was actually very nicely done by Neo in terms of defense, and I want that hatchery to go down to Oracles. That would have been hilarious. I figured he would have got some more heals off in time, but I guess not. So the Nidus Worm does now go down outside of the natural, and it will be scouted. And I don't know if Neo wants to move out on the map. Yeah, he can just take it out with the Oracles. He really likes using his Oracles to take out anything. Usually Oracles are just drone killers, but they always take out a base. We're gonna go ahead and send the scout over now, and just quietly and safely return home. That is a Lotto Banelings. And I thought he was gonna undo them all. I thought he was just trying to trick him. Jesus, those skins are awesome, but look at all those Banelings. Look at all those chickens. And so he is gonna go ahead and probably try and Nidus in somewhere else if he can, and then if not, maybe go on the front, try and pull his opponent apart. What you doing with these Oracles here? And a little Zealot run by with the Oracles, that is nice. I'm just not gonna say anything. That went down so quick. Oh, that went down so quick. I wish you would have got it with just the Oracles. Yeah, it probably would have been worth the extra healing inject things. I forget what they're called. To heal them, inject them with heal. It's kind of interesting. They spit on the spawning. I'm forgetting everything today. But the queens spit on the hatchery to make more larvae, or they poop on it, and then they spit on you to give you health. I wonder what the biological dynamics of that are. Moving answers, Blizzard. Yeah. Captain Chris, honestly, Warbuffalo should have killed the hatch and started rebuilding before. Yeah, that might have been. That's a tough decision to make, though, to destroy your own hatchery. But I mean, at the same time, he could just mine out of it until it does die, I guess. And then just like it happened, it died, he defended and just rebuilt it. And this is interesting. He warps in right. Oh, are they gonna get back in? He can't get back in with the. He's gonna lose all those infestors. Not infestors. What are they called? Are those infestors? I'm forgetting all the names today, guys. I swear I play StarCraft. I swear I've casted before. Swarm host. There you go. Thank you, Snoopy. God dang it. And I play Zerg. That's the messed up part. Hell muffins. There you go. That's what I was looking for, Suchi. Thank you. Little hell muffins. I like that. I like that. That's a good one. Alright, here comes an engagement about to go down. And Banelings will connect. Ooh, good wall off. All the Banelings actually went down. As well as some Zealots coming in. And this is looking rough. Ooh, nice pick off on the Warp Prism. This would have to be the hold of all holds. Oh man, there's so much energy. And the storms come down. And I think this will be a hard one for Warbuffalo to win. He's just going in there now. Natural will go down as he makes his way up to the main. 12 probes going down. And he blocks off the ramp so nothing can come down. Oh man. What are you gonna do here? What are you gonna do here, War? Oh man. Banelings come in. They did get a nice Oh, what a hit with those banelings. What a connection. I mean, it wasn't enough to kill all the army. He's going to have to GG out. Neo wins, but that was a fun game to watch, and that baneling hit was nice. That's a juicy baneling. Man, that's always fun to watch. Just something about seeing a horde of rolling, exploding balls explode all over the Protoss. It's awesome. Yeah, so good game. That was fun to watch. Thanks for helping me out with that. The name of that animal, that beast, that hell muffin. They do look like muffins. Now that's all I'm gonna think about when I see those things. Luckily, this is all in good fun. Warbuff was just saying you have a solid 1K on my offer. I guess this goes to shows, ladies and gentlemen, you need to always be prepared, stay on your toes, and practice every race, because you never know when there might be a random tournament worth a whole lot of money. And now we can look at the bracket. Here, let's see where we're at on the bracket. So as you see now, Neo is up 1 according to the bracket. Uzikotti is still patiently waiting, I believe. And what else we got? As we see, oh, Rodzen actually took it off of Chlorine. That's a nice little win there. All right, let me see what they're saying. Okay, cool. Nice. Very nice. So, back to the bracket. What do we got going on? In the losers bracket. Now, Warbuffle is into the losers bracket. And Starkiller. Did Starkiller lose to Nunukot? Let's see. Okay, cool. Captain Canuck is going to take over. So we'll be right back, guys. Tune in 10 seconds.